Hello, hello, everybody. Am I muted? I think I'm good. Hey, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Young, Famous, and African Night. Okay, and I am so privileged to have my friend. Okay, let's bring her in. Let's bring her in. Okay,
Uh, uh, yeah. It's party time. I'm with the queen. Let's get it poppin'.
go
Yeah.
ahead. Introduce yourself to my people, where they can
What's up?
find you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, to all the kings and queens, what's good? It's your girl, Official Bunny. Bunny, it's just a family nickname. It's not that serious. Follow me on Instagram at the same profile name, officialbun_e, where I do movies and television shows, give the latest recaps and reviews, and also pop culture. So make sure to check me out. And that's about it. I'm gonna let the queen speak, and I'm good.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Listen, so I am happy to bring you back because when Young, Famous, and African, the trailer came out. I was like, what sis? What do you think about this? We talked about it. We had so many people, follow us, and they wanted us to hear. And everybody, kept asking me, where is she? When is she coming back? When is she coming back? So I'm
Woo.
excited. Okay,
Let
to
me
have
tell
you
y'all
here.
something. Let me
Mhm.
tell y'all something. For those of you who are branching out in entertainment, March and April are what's called pilot season, right? You have a lot of auditions, you have a lot of shows, you have all of that. So I had that on top of a family matter. Let me just take this moment to say that when you are like the healthcare provider, when you take care of family, when you do all of that, you have to learn how to juggle both. I'm sure we know, you know what I'm saying? That's just life. That's just the way things go. But sometimes you got to know when to pump the brakes because to me, family is first. I put a lot of recaps and reviews on hold, on pause, because I wanted to give all of my full and undivided attention to family. When somebody has surgery or something and you want to take care of them, that's more important to me. That is way more important to me. So if y'all wondering, oh, man, where was she this week? That's what happened. We were originally scheduled, Queen, Friday. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. And I was working and I'm just working and I'm just like, and you know how like you get an adrenaline rush that something ain't
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And the sun was going down and my office got dark and I'm like, hold up. I'm sitting there texting the queen like, I forgot, let's reschedule. Oh my God. And she was like, it's okay, it's cool, it's all right. We'll reschedule, we'll get this popping. Because I think you and I, Queen, we wanted to give our opinions about this first season of
Hmm.
the show and
Hmm.
how it went, what we were feeling, how we thought before the show aired based upon then we got to see more people speak and
Right.
their behaviors. How did
Hmm.
that line up with each other?
Hmm.
Were we wrong? Were we correct? Were we incorrect? And you know what? I'm gonna pat myself on the back, Queen, because I was right with a lot. I gotta say
You're
99.9%
always right. You're always right. Yeah. Yeah.
of the stuff. So I'm just happy to be here. Just a little pointless, plainless shug. Also, for those of you who watch Atlanta, the FX Emmy award-winning show, season 3, make sure that you guys check that out on my channel as well. We're on episode 3, which was absolutely phenomenal. Y'all make sure y'all go to my page real quick, catch up because this season goes really, really fast. So y'all make sure that y'all check that out. Enough about me. How have you been doing, Sarah?
Listen. I've been good. I've been good. I want to first acknowledge the girls who are here to support us. Gechi, thank you for being
Hey,
here. I met her today on Real BTV. We did
okay.
a review on Love and Marriage Huntsville. If you guys, please go check her out. She is doing amazing. She has another beautiful panel that she does. So go ahead and subscribe to her. Ellen, thank you for being here. We love you.
Ellen.
Yes. And of course, there she is. You're gonna have to go get her official bunny the underscore is. Let's
Yes.
let's get into it now. For the people who don't know, I
Woo.
don't know why you don't know. Okay. Young, famous, and African. We're gonna have the cast over here. Let me just give them a picture. Because some people might not have, might not have wait a minute. I thought I had the picture. Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
think.
All right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me, what are your thoughts now that you've watched the show? I know you're not
That
shy. You're not shy about anything. Go ahead, sis.
I'm not shy about anything, and I keep all my bunny notes up in here. I'm off the top. I binged watch the
Mhm.
show very quickly. When I got a moment to actually sit down and be engaged into the series to learn about everybody, I was hooked. I watched the first episode, and then I think there was like a 1 or 2 break where I didn't watch it because remember we were talking like,
Yeah.
girl, what episode you
Mhm.
on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once I watched it straight, it was like, oh, I already know what I'm going to say. I already know what I'm going to bring up. So make sure that you stop me, Queen, because we both got our own channel, so I can go on and on and on. So
Mhm.
you
Oh
make
yeah,
sure to
yeah.
come to
Oh yeah.
break. I know we both used to
I
control the
know.
show because I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to take over the
Listen.
show. I
You
just
know
get
how
to
it is.
talking.
You know how it is. We all. Listen. You got
Okay,
this.
so let's just talk about, let's kind of just try to go in order, right? Let's
Yeah.
try to just down memory lane. Let's try to go a little bit in order.
Mhm.
Episode 1, we were introduced to this amazing, beautiful cast of people. We got a snapshot of what they do in their day-to-day lives, and also at the same time their lifestyle, which was so cool to see. We see the Maseratis, we see the houses, we see the bling, we see the clothes, and it's like, hey, I'm hooked in. Let's get it. We were introduced to each and every person individually, if they had a boyfriend, if they were divorced, if they were dating, and I liked how every person was transparent, meaning they said, hey, this is what it is. If I got a child with this person, this is the situation. If I have a marriage, it's kind of rocky. If I'm a stylist, I do this. I loved that. I love that many people were honest, because with a lot of reality shows,
Mhm.
they'll give you the picture perfect
Right.
lifestyle. So I like the fact that the producers and the casting directors were able to say, hey, we really need you guys to be honest, because that would make it more interesting. And plus, this is a world that maybe a lot of people haven't been introduced to. So can you
Right.
please give your interest, and please make sure that you tell us as much that's fact. So I love that about episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 1, going into episode 2, we started to see a little bit of the personalities, right?
Okay.
They started to crack open when we actually really got to see the personality, and I was loving it. I had my popcorn. I was just like, man. So
Yes.
let's talk about each and every person first, right? So
Okay.
let's talk about, if you don't mind, Queen.
Go ahead.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about, I want your point of views on. Let's go with the married couple, okay? Annie and you gotta check me on the pronounce. You gotta check me on the pronunciation because I'm from the South, so
Idibaba.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So from the jump, she was honest, she was real. She said, hey, there were a lot of things in my life professionally that I was doing, and I must admit, I put a lot of it on the back burner because I went into mommy mode, right?
Right.
I'm this wife. We learned from her, you guys. For those of you unfamiliar, she and her husband knew each other before he was famous. So, and they
At
were
16,
young.
16
Yes,
years. 16
yes.
years old. Mm-hmm.
They were very, very young. So I like that the fact that we were able to put our kind of like, feet in her shoes to kind of understand you're dating this man that's maybe this aspiring musician, and then you have some kids, and then the fame starts to take off. And with fame, it's attention, it's people throwing their draws, like they say in
They
America,
don't.
people throwing your panties at
They
you, and
don't
then
have kids. They did not have the kids up
to
until the.
up until that, correct. Thank you for correcting me. Up
Mm-hmm.
until that point,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then you have the attention that's
Yeah.
coming to your husband like never before. So
Mm-hmm.
that's challenging. So one thing I want to ask you, Queen, this is the first debate question that I have in my brain, right? And then I have something else written down after you
Go
start.
ahead. I'm ready for you. Go ahead, sis.
Now, misery loves company, but like they say in the South, we can kick misery the hell out. If it's something that you're not comfortable with, you can do so. So,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that Annie, and this is where I think a lot of her pain comes from, because
Mm-hmm.
I told you the Southside gift is seeing pain through the eyes. And when
Mm-hmm.
we had our first video, I said, she looks like she's just so sad. And you were like, you really? You think so? I'm like, look at her eyes. She looks she got all the glitz and the glam, makeup popping, hair popping, skin popping, but in those eyes, it was sadness. And we saw it unfold with this season. So here's my question. Do you think that she's settling, staying in the marriage? Because I think a lot of people think that if there's a divorce, if there's a mutual kind of like this consentment of just us being together, do you think that settlement, or do you think that there's somebody trying to grow and just to press forward? Because a lot of people see divorce as a failure,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
to
it's
me, I
and
don't
that's
see, I don't see it like that. I see it as you tried your best. things went how you thought they, you know, they weren't going to go, and that just didn't work out. What do you
Right.
think? Do you think that this is something? Because
You know, a lot of
he did acknowledge that I was wrong. I babysat those kids by myself for a minute, and I didn't realize how much work it was. And he did put in effort. He did put in
well,
that
he did.
effort to say I'm
He,
sorry. But what do you think? Do you think it's
he
worth
did.
it?
He did put the effort, but it was too late. All right, because remember, this was the first relation. That's why she said, "My first everything, my first kids, my first." You know, she probably the first person she had sex with. Okay,
Probably.
And then came, you know, became famous. Okay, he became famous,
Right.
and everybody listen. He is known everywhere. Okay, and so he had the money too. All right, and then he had 4 children. His first child is not with her. His second child is not with her. His number 3 is not with her. His number 4 is not with her.
That's pain. Oh, that's
Number
pain.
5.
Ooh, wait. That's pain, sis.
Number
I'm sorry,
5.
that's pain.
So
That's
now
pain.
tell me, it doesn't matter what it is that you do. That
Mm.
pain, and even up until, you know, so okay, so now I'm number 5 and we have 2 children together. You continued to do some, you know, it's not that
I
you
can't
said,
imagine.
okay.
I
That's
can't
why,
imagine
I
that.
think, and that's why she is, you know, she's an actress. She has her own career going on. All right. She's a
Right.
good mom. That's why you see her when she's in South Africa. She's keeping on calling her children. You know what's going on,
Mhm.
what they're doing.
Mhm.
She's a
Mhm.
good mom. And then you have to be dealing with this nonsense. And like everywhere you go, everybody's associating you with your husband. It's like they're not acknowledging what you have done because she has a lot. She
Mhm.
never, you know, she never sat back and had her career like on hold. No, she continued working. But people have not recognized what she's done. Okay,
Mhm.
now to go back to your question, did she settle? She did. She did. Because many people, where I come from, the
Mhm.
only reason you want to settle is because of financial situation. She had her
Mm.
own money. She did not have children up until your 5th. She said she did settle. And you can see that pain. You can see some insecurities coming in here and there. And I feel like for the guy, he's taking advantage of Netflix to try and create a good
I didn't forget my today queen. I didn't forget my today queen. Last time I didn't have my shades for the show. Let's just sit back
and
and
rumors.
go.
There are
Uh-huh.
rumors out there that he's also trying to get into the political arena. Okay, so what a
Look, I
way to
got
introduce
shades
yourself.
to hat. Now I need a hood. Hold on. Now I need extra shades. Now I need extra shades. What? What? Political.
Yeah, Real BTV, thank you for being here, my friend. Yes, she is. She's settling. She is settling. She's a beautiful girl. She is a beautiful. Look at her.
Let me tell you something. Look, listen. I may lose a lot of people with this statement, but that's cool though. That's just what makes me, right? If God doesn't bring you that same joy, her whole world before her husband was there, she was.
Yes.
When he showed up,
She was
it's
taking
like
it.
he is the source of her happiness. Let me tell you something. God should be the source of your happiness. Then your husband. Because if you die tomorrow, God will bless me with another man. Do you understand? And we make more children that look like my other ones. It really made me mad, Queen, when I saw her whole speed just change. I mean, who's not gonna be excited to see their man, their husband? I'm not saying
It's
that.
fine. You
I'm
can
not
be.
saying that. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Certain parts of your
But
body
you
wake up when
remember,
you see your man, but girl, your whole entity of happiness, it was like it was null and void without him there.
And even you know when Swanky got to her phone, she was googling the house. Did you
Point
catch
two, Queen. Point two, Queen. Point two. Point two. Well, 2 going into 3. It's starting to get hot. It's starting to get hot. Now look. Let's talk about that. Remember when I kept saying, Annie, are you okay? Referring to the Michael Jackson, Annie, are you
Yes.
okay? Because I knew things wasn't okay, right? When you got stuff that's just hidden deep, deep inside and you acting like everything is okay, when somebody plucks that insecurity, let's talk about the beef. Let's talk about the underlying beef, which started popping off when Miss Boss Lady entered the room. Now, let's be real. The crust of this show, right, is a little lining of bullying towards Boss Lady. Let's just be real, because
Okay.
Annie already had her group of friends. She
Mhm.
already had her crew. She already
Mhm.
had her people, right?
Mhm.
Boss Lady coming in here, Han Solo, right? For those of you who watch Star Wars,
Mhm.
Han Solo is by himself. He a G. He do what he want to do. He don't need a crew, okay?
Mhm. Uh-huh.
She
He's
came
a
in,
crew. Okay.
Annie had her crew. Annie already had her crew. Okay.
Mhm.
So when Boss Lady came, Annie instantly, because she got eyes. She got eyes.
Mm.
She saw Boss Lady, and let's just be real. She was whether she was married or not, single or whatever. She was intimidated by this lady. Let's just
Mhm.
be real. Another person who was intimidated by the lady, what's her name? That's
I
the
know
actress
what her
that
name is. Mbao.
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 She was intimidated too. Let's be
She was.
real. Let's
She
be real.
was.
So when stuff
Now you
pops
gotta have to
off,
understand. You have to understand that Mbao is from South Africa. Whenever she walks on the street, everybody is looking back like, "Oh, is that Mbao?" Okay, she's known. Boss Lady, she's from Tanzania. No, Uganda. Sorry,
Uganda, that
she's
sauce
from
that she wanted
Uganda.
so bad.
She's from Uganda, but dating a very and has not dating, but was married to Diamond, who is super famous. He's like Kanye of Africa. Okay, and therefore you're dealing with personalities now, and then you have Annie here, who everybody in Nigeria knows. So you're talking about women who have accomplished. Now remember, whenever you're going to a party and you know you're going to meet some girls over there, sometimes you dress up not because of your man, it's because you want to make a statement to any girl who is in that
Other
party.
women. Boom.
And so when another one shows up, oh my gosh, she's so cute, and everybody, becomes a problem. That's why the animosity was coming in even from her. Like, oh, all of a sudden, you are a non-factor over here. Like, everybody's like, is that Boss Lady? Everybody's...
When she met Boss Lady, she was asking about the sauce. She said she wanted some of that ish.
I want that Ugandan sauce. And all of a sudden, she's like, she was taking it... She's like, was she the producer of the show? Like, she was...
Let's stay in order, queen.
Let's stay here.
Let's stay in order, queen. Okay, so the night when Boss Lady, first of all, when she came to that party, everybody was like, oh, you're so beautiful. I love your outfit. I love this and not that. You could see the insecurity with Annie and who's the rapper? What's her name?
Nadia.
She had static. She had static too when Annie walked in, fully covered. Let's keep that in mind. Fully covered. Wasn't even trying. And she came to the India inspired party. She was already ruffling feathers with the actress. She was already ruffling feathers with Annie and the rapper. Keep in mind, she was feeling some type of way about Diamond. So it started before Annie even called her husband and got her phone out. Let's just be real. It started before she even got her phone out. Annie calling her husband, introducing it to everybody. So this is added fuel to the flame. When Annie was showing her phone to everybody, saying, "Hey, my husband wanna say hi to everybody." When it got to Boss Lady, why did you say? Because your insecurity, right? Why did you ask her out of everybody else? How you know my husband?
Because
go ahead.
Because the husband kept saying, I want to talk to Boss Lady. I want to talk to Boss Lady. But Boss Lady, give me some more time with Boss Lady. And I think they met. Prior to all this. This is the first they're meeting.
Right. And she felt some type of way about that. Annie did. You took that as it was something more because of your insecurities and because of the past. You in that instant didn't like her anymore. Okay, right? So what came next after that was her feeling some type of way, and what made it worse, talking to other people about it. Now, I don't know if you remember the first show, Queen, when I was on your show, and I said one thing that I do not like is if somebody's introducing me to somebody else and they give me their opinion about that person. I don't care. I
Yeah.
want to meet that person by myself, and I want to formulate my own opinions about that person. Boss Lady, unfortunately, did not get fair ground when it came to developing and getting to know everybody, because you already had a clique. You already had a clique that was tight. They've known each other for so long. They've done business together. You already had them feeling some type of way. So when Annie, right, when it comes this moment of, you know what, y'all should talk and try to hash it out, maybe something going on. And then we have this volcano eruption between when Annie sat down with Boss Lady, right? Annie already came feeling some type of way.
Prior to them meeting,
Yes.
Boss Lady pulled aside Annie's husband. I have a problem with that.
You do? Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
You're not gonna pull my husband aside. You can do that. You can do that if you're talking about business. You're not gonna pull him aside and then start talking to him about me. It's a problem.
Now, why would Annie, right? This is some of this when I talk about dishonesty. If Annie felt some type of way, because she even said, "Oh, you walked in front of her, don't walk behind her." They hadn't even talked to each other yet.
Yeah.
They hadn't even got to the area to sit down with. Now, Annie, I say this to Annie, right? If you felt some type of way before they even sat down, you could have been honest and be like, "Well, why y'all gotta go over here? Y'all can talk right here." That's where honesty comes in. That's where if you had a problem with them going to the side and talking or whatever, you should say, "What you sitting down to my mother in private, kiki like y'all on a date?"
Boss Lady called Annie into the situation. Boss Lady, when she was having the conversation with Annie's husband, said, "Annie, come over here, come over here." She invited her into the conversation. And then she told her, "You know, I was saying this. Are you kidding me?"
Now, look,
already.
Yeah. Both people were wrong. Let's in some sort of way. Let's be real. I think when Boss Lady said that to her husband, she was already so mad at that point that she was just like, "I think your wife is insecure." It's like, dang, because she already talking to me about this. She already talking to me about that. And I think when she finally met her husband, it's kind of like, "Hey man, your wife must be insecure because I'm sitting here talking to you and she got a problem." So that was wrong. That was wrong. I do admit that was wrong. Now let's go to the dinner. Right.
Yeah. Right. So then coming to the dinner, you already hit it. You already say, "Yo, you're not on my side. You. I think you want my marriage to fail. I mean, I think you want my man. Let's settle it out. You want the smoke? I'm gonna bring the smoke."
But instead, Annie, I love you, girl. You know, I love you because you're so real. You could have said how you felt. You could have said that, "You know what, girl, I don't even know what it is, but me and my husband going through some stuff. You know what I mean? Let me sit here and see what y'all talk." I mean, however you would have said it. I would have said something, but the fact that she was just like being fake in that moment. "Oh no, y'all go ahead and talk. Y'all go ahead." Knowing that you hate her guts, knowing that you don't like Boss Lady, you should have said something. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't know Bunny, okay? If I don't like you, I'm not gonna disrespect you, but I'm not gonna kick it with you. Me being a God-fearing woman, if I see you and I don't like you, right, I'm gonna be like, "Hi, how you doing? How's your family? God bless you." I'm gonna deuce out. That's it. I'm gonna acknowledge you as a human being. I'm gonna respect you as a person because we all live in this world, and I'm gonna move on. That's it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "How your mama doing, girl? How you doing, girl? Come on, let's go to the mall." If I know I don't like you, that's what Annie was doing at first. If you knew that you didn't like this woman for whatever reason that it was, why did you keep that same energy when it came?
And she continued. She continued keeping that same energy. She continued. And for that's over, you guys, Gucci, can you please put your link down here so that people can follow you? Because I know everybody who is watching us, they know. Official Bunny, they have. Are you able to put your link as well?
Would you want me to put my link?
Please. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Gucci, please put your link over here, please, just so people can subscribe to your channel. Because listen, we support Black Queens. You win, I win. It's a winning season. Okay.
But you know, the way I've always seen it is if I'm on somebody's platform speaking, it is what it is. Because I feel like
just put your link. I would love for you to put your link just so you know.
I'll put the link, Queen. Yeah.
But then the energy continues. Okay, the energy continues because even Swanky is saying, "You know what? I don't want to be in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me hear what you have to say. Let me hear. And Swanky just want everybody to get along. And so
Yeah.
he had to sit down with Annie and Boss Lady. All right.
Mhm.
And he's
Mhm.
trying to figure it out. Like he's trying to let people know, no, let them know, you're good friends. Let's just get along. And Annie at that point, she's like, oh, I'm good. She's not good.
Right. Right. So when they sit down, okay, so they had to meet up, right? They had to meet up, Boss Lady and Annie. They were sitting there, they talking or whatever. The
Mhm.
energy was already messed up. The energy was already messed up. There were some points and there was some kicks and jabs. What do you call it? I don't know if you ever heard of nice nasty. You acting nice, but you really throwing shade. All right.
Yeah.
Annie
Mhm.
throwing in the comments in there, you're not married, you're not this, you're not that. That was shade. That was
He
shade.
was, but
That was shade.
yeah, but she was married. She refused to
Yeah.
settle. She
So
refused to settle.
you already telling me you're insecure. You're already insecure because you worried about your man walking behind me. I can't help it if somebody got a
Oh,
big booty. Like,
so Boss Lady has 5 children.
right. And still look
Three
like she ain't had none. Let's just
is what I
note
was.
that.
My point exactly.
Right. She's the
My
after picture. I have on the wall, the before and after. She's the after picture. She's what we trying to get to.
always, I don't know. She always give me Kim Kardashian vibes. I don't know why she
You
keeps
know what?
giving.
That's her lifestyle. That's her lifestyle. They say, especially in divorce or court or anything like that, the life in which you accustomed to. Sis
Mm-hmm,
is just accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
She's let's just be real. She's very girly. Girly sometimes can come off, or high confidence can come off as cocky. But let's just be real, she's not she's not coming for nobody. She
No, she's.
never came for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
She's only kind of defended herself. So let's talk about that meetup, right, Queen? When
Yeah.
Boss Lady Annie, they meeting up, they had that
Mm-hmm,
conversation, it
mm-hmm,
doesn't go well. This is where the static really got hot. Annie took this situation to Swanky,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
Unpopular opinion, I don't talk about other instances with other friends. That's just me. Because
Okay.
then we have this thing to where somebody might have known me 20 years, and yeah, they're gonna be like, well, Bunny ain't gonna lie about no stuff. She's
Mm-hmm,
not gonna lie. I mean, that's just her. But I don't do that because then you put other friends in between each other and trying to make a decision, and they weren't there. But Swanky being loyal and being a friend of Annie's was
mm-hmm,
already starting to get pissed off with Boss Lady,
mm-hmm.
right? Because he's not thinking about Annie did something wrong. Because he
No.
never asked her,
And
what did you say wrong? He never
mm-hmm,
asked her that.
mm-hmm,
He automatically went into defense mode. This is my friend. Clearly, Boss Lady is
mm-hmm,
messed up. Clearly, she said some things that she
mm-hmm,
wasn't supposed to say. So
mm-hmm.
then that's the snowball effect of click things that happen. So then Swanky speaks with Boss Lady. It wasn't even really a playing field to
No, it
hear
was
her
not.
side
Yeah.
because she
It's,
gave her side and it really didn't matter because he was Team Annie. So it really didn't matter. Snowball effect to the next thing. Now Boss Lady got 2 against 1
right.
and nobody really knows the truth. So when it got to the point where people started to share the information, it's like the game telephone. The information is not the same as it was in somebody's
Right.
hand, and it just
Right.
started a domino effect. And the only people that were left out of it, right? What's the name? DJ and his girlfriend. They're not
Okay.
in it, but
I.
yeah,
Mm-hmm,
they're hearing the domino effect of that situation. So now they
mm-hmm,
caught in the middle, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And when they get on the train, it's like,
Oh my God.
okay, yeah, when they get on the train, it's like, okay, we're gonna get there. Before we get to that episode, let's get to the other cast members
Let's
and
get to
what was
her.
happening.
Let's get
Yeah,
to
let's
her
get
because
to
I want to hear. I want you. I want to understand why.
let
First
me
of
sip.
all, she does not like alarms. She wants somebody to play the piano. When they're waking her up. She doesn't like. It's very noisy. The
Woo.
alarm is just. Give me some melody.
First of all, let me tell everybody I don't drink alcohol. This is sparkling water. I just want to clarify that. I don't want nobody thinking I'm drinking beer or something like that. Because everybody like, oh, wait a minute, her family friendly channel, she over there drinking on the Queen's page. What's going on? This is sparkling water, canned sparkling water. Okay, so let's get to her, right? I love her, but girl, you are a SHIT starter. You was starter. You are, whether you try to or not. You first of all, you liked the fact that you had ammo against Annie first.
Yes. She said, now I
Once
know.
you
Now I
now
know
I
this.
know something about
Like a
Annie,
leap.
and then all of a sudden, when you hear about the drama between Annie and Boss Lady, and now it's like you got amnesia that you was just bragging at the fact that you had ammo against Annie. She is what you call I don't know if y'all watch sports, right? So with me, I am a dedicated Dallas Mavericks fan. I have been since I was a child, whether they won or they lost. Then you
Okay.
have in sports where people are flip floppers,
Mm-hmm.
meaning whoever's winning, that's who you like.
Winning. Right. Right.
Right?
Right.
Whoever winning, that's whose
Yeah.
side you on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's what she displayed. She throughout this first season, she is on the side and the tension of who's winning. Because if somebody knew that she said, I wonder how they're gonna feel if they have a reunion special, the clip of her saying, oh, she showed her vulnerable side. Now I have ammo. If you a true friend, that's not ammo. That's not
Mm-hmm.
taking somebody's pain as, oh, I'm gonna use this in the future so I can mess with her. That's not what that is. So she's team whoever is winning, right? Because you was all boss lady. Ooh, you got this, and you so nice, and you so pretty, and I want the juice you got, and I want the whatever you got. To acting like you knew you really liked her at first. You and boss lady was vibing, y'all was kicking it, y'all was just getting to know each other. And then there was this situation that happened where you just like, since this whole group of friends is against boss lady, I'm on this side. That's what she displayed. Now we on the topic of her. Let's talk about one of the things that ruffled the feathers between her and Annie, which was the whole situation about her daughter
Mm-hmm.
and having an apartment by herself. Now listen. Now look, like I said, I'm from the south.
Wait,
For the
by
what?
herself. By
Yeah,
herself.
by herself. Now here's the thing. I think it's a fear that she has in, sometimes when you don't have certain things or you didn't grow up a certain way, where I'm not a mother yet, but I can only imagine you want them to have whatever you didn't have tenfold. So
Yes.
it's probably this fear of, I never got to have privacy or this or freedom or this or that. So maybe that's what I'm supposed to give to my daughter. It's this being uncomfortable with, it's okay to be a mom, but not necessarily being that bestie or that friend. I think she has to have that acceptance to where I am a mother and I could be my mother's friend, but I need the iron fist and the iron foot to be mother. Because one thing with kids, I've tutored, I babysit my whole life. That's why I don't have kids now, because I know kids ain't no joke. Because I grew up, I babysat my whole life, and when I got in my 20s,
Right.
I was tired
Right.
of kids. Okay. So one thing that I think she's trying to do, she's trying to overcompensate with being a friend and not upsetting her daughter. And a lot of people do that. If I say no and she can't have this and this, maybe it's gonna make the relationship with my daughter not well. And I think she
Mhm.
has that fear that if I say no and I put my foot down, my daughter and I won't have the greatest relationship. And that's what I
Right.
think she is. She's fearing that I don't want to be strict because I don't want to lose my daughter. But what's beautiful about children is
Mhm.
that they love routine, they love guidance, whether you
Mhm.
believe it or not. Because a lot of people, when they grow up, let's just use examples. When they grow up, they say, I wish I had parents that cared like that. I
Right.
wish I had parents that were strict like that.
Mhm.
And we hear that from her daughter. Well, I have my own apartment, but I would like it if that's when she has to put those mother ears on. She has to put them on, because if I would have heard my daughter say something like that, oh, you moving in the house because you're telling me, you're giving me, that's a cry for help. You are
Yeah.
crying for mommy.
Yes.
You're
She's
crying for
she's
mommy.
15. For God's sake,
Yes.
she's 15. And
I ain't gonna say how old I am, but I need my mama
it's
every day. Every day. Mama, what you use to clean the sink? What was that called? Mama, what you put in this turkey? What's that recipe? Mama, what you do? Where you go to that car place when you got your car
no,
fixed?
it's true.
Mama, what you do? Every day. Every day. I'm gonna need my mama
And
till the day I die.
and
Period.
also, but could there also be a possibility of, because she has not settled, she's bringing A, B, C, and D men every day, so that you don't want your children, you don't want your daughter to see what you're doing.
Mm.
And
They
remember,
see it. They
the
see it.
guy that the guy that she's dating right now, all right,
You
has
mean
had
you mean you
issues.
mean the mafia? You mean the AKA money in the mafia probably?
Money. And she says, did you hear what she said? She said she does not care. She does not care if the guy stole the money or not. I said, do you want to go to jail?
That's that. Hey, that's that by any means coin. Some people are so into the money that they're not thinking about the danger behind that. When it comes to listen, when it comes to the hood, no matter where you at, and you dealing, I'm not saying allegedly. We don't know what this man does. Okay, we don't know. But if there's anything where I think it could possibly have a domino effect and harm my family, I'm out. Like, the fact that you care about the money so much lets me know that outweighs a lot of things in your life. Now, I love her personality. I love the little jokes. I love how she's there for everybody wanting to hear what's going on with their life. She spills the tea because let's be honest, people who spill the tea and who bring the drama, it's entertaining. I think without her, the show would be boring. Let's just be real.
True. Yeah.
Without her, the show would be whack. It would be whack. It would be boring. It would not be somebody telling who what's going on.
Right.
The show would be whack. So we need her and we love her because she's bringing us entertainment.
She's a bone collector. I'm telling you, she's in everybody's business.
Exactly, but it's entertaining. I mean, hey, I love it.
But also for her to be from Africa, all right,
mm-hmm.
and to say, you know what, I don't care what people say. This is how I have chosen to live my life, because she has been very vocal about how she transformed with her skin bleaching.
Oh,
she was like me. She has talked about it. She said, I did not like the way my color. She bleached herself, sis. She bleached herself.
So when I said that first show, when we had that first show, where the childhood, I said, where are the childhood photos? Just if it's rumored and if it's not what it is, bring out the childhood photos.
She's not shy about it. She said, yes, this is how I looked like. I have. She's been in the news in South Africa talking about, yes, I did bleach my skin. The problem I have with that is her and the boss lady.
Come on, queen.
They are not her, but I know boss lady is selling stuff for bleaching your skin. The problem is she's selling ghetto stuff to get to people, my girls from the village, which has caused many diseases, skin diseases, cancer, and all that. For her, when she went to do her whatever she did, it was high class. It was like, the chances of you being sick out of it are very slim. But then you come here and you start cheating people. But then you know what she says? Mbao says, I'm not your role model, children. You go look for somebody else.
Look, I'm telling you, she about her money. She about that money. It's like, look, say what you want to say. It is what it is.
She said, I did not make myself. You guys liked what I did on TV, made me famous. All right? So don't come for me now. And I'm not changing anything.
I mean, hey, at least she honest about it. I think she was pushed into the honesty. She was pushed into the honesty because if you think about damage control, right? You have a career, you have damage control. You have to think about what would benefit me most: lying about it, or just rocking with it and saying, "Yeah, I dipped in a bowl of milk." So, it is what it is. Y'all know y'all colorists out there. Y'all know y'all like me better with this light skin. Stop playing. She was honest about it, regardless how we feel about her or not. She's going to have people that support her. She's going to have some people that say, hey, I didn't agree with this X, Y, Z with the daughter situation. But you are a boss. You do handle your business. But let's just go ahead and give her a round of applause for acting this season. The seasons that she had this season. I said, girl, if you don't stop with all that acting. She had so many scenes where she was just like, Henny, I just want to say that, then on the train, she was just like, we are friends. But the thing I was like, girl, the cat, what? You are not on set right now.
Even at their wedding. Even at their wedding, she's talking there. She's being given the mic. Why is she being given the mic? At Andy's wedding,
with the same fuel and ammunition you have against the same woman that she got a weakness.
Now you're here.
Why she didn't say that at the wedding?
She's here telling them about how beautiful their marriage is, and
wait, and then she had the nerve to say, talk to her husband to the side, right? Like she just ride or die for Annie.
Yes,
Like she just brought it out for Annie.
I
Look, this
know.
is my
I know.
friend. You did your stuff
Mhm.
in the past and all that stuff. She is on the side that's winning because Tristan believing some stuff pop off of Annie. You know, her ammo is her husband. She gonna hop right back to Annie's husband and she gonna be on the side that's winning. Okay, who's next? Let's go to Swanky. Now, Swanky, since there's really not that much to say about Swanky, we can go ahead and cross the T's and dot the I's to Swanky.
Yeah.
Swanky's cool, but it's one thing, y'all. It's one thing that Swanky did where I was
Mm.
just like, Swanky, you shouldn't have done that.
What
The
happened?
scene with the scene on the train. The
Yeah.
scene on the train.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was very frustrated about the energy. Let's just
Mm-hmm.
be real, the
He was.
energy, whatever. But here's where Swanky has a -1 for me.
Mm-hmm.
You did not stay unbiased to the
Right.
situation.
Right.
You
Right.
saw, you brought in DJ and the girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
and put them in this bubble just because they were sitting on the side where Boss Lady was sitting. You assumed that they
Mm-hmm.
were taking sides. So when you got on that train, you was like, I don't like this, I don't. And he's talking and screaming to one side of the train, not thinking that everybody needs to be accountable for their
Laid back.
actions.
Yeah.
He should have said, look, I'm in the middle of this. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what's going on. Y'all have told me y'all sides of the story. I really don't care. Can we have a good time on this train? Instead, it was anger really towards one side of the train,
Mm-hmm. It's
and
true.
then also people high-fiving at the fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
Umbayu, is that how you say her name? Basically
Yeah.
saying, since you got here, you
Bow.
bringing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, really, girl, you was just sitting there talking and kicking it with her because you're on the side that team that's winning, that you
Mm-hmm.
want to go. I just thought it was really unfair. I thought it made, you screaming
Mm-hmm.
at your friend, the one that's the DJ, and you don't even know
Mm-hmm.
the whole situation. You don't even know what he knows.
Mm-hmm.
They're sitting there, and the girlfriend, she's like, they have an idea of what's going on, but they don't
Right.
know the depth of what's going on, and they're not in that clique with them. So it's just kind of like they kind of sat on the side. Really, I honestly thought they felt bad for her, and they didn't want her sitting by herself. They didn't. It
Right.
was
Yeah.
when it got to the
Yeah.
point on the train, it was bullying at that point. From
Mm-hmm.
from from
I
that group of,
agree.
it was bullying at that point.
And it's true, and I feel like he just wanted people to get along, and he got
True,
frustrated. He's like, you know
true.
what? And then he had a question. He posted a question, and he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Now the world is going to see everything that they have been missing out on." Do you think the world has seen anything because of Young, Famous, and African?
I don't get that underline. I don't like when people talking codes like it's the CIA. The bird has landing on the talcum of the. Just say what you need to say. Stop sending these signals and these codes about what's going on because you're gonna
Well,
be.
but you can
What you
tell
trying
from
to
that
say,
picture.
bruh?
Yeah, from that picture, you can tell what he's trying to mean. Like we don't live in the hearts anymore, and we have our own thing going on, and
It's things that I don't have to tell and hold a sign and scream, walk down the street. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm black and look at me. There's nothing for me to say. Swank, your swag is off the hinges. You're good, man. Stop it. Because then you're gonna reach this point of being a person that doesn't have any humility, and you're gonna fall into that trap of what a lot of people do. You getting caught up in the sauce of television and entertainment. Don't do it, bruh. Do not let the hype in television turn you into, which can lead into you being a mean and cold-hearted, evil person.
mm-hmm,
Do
mm-hmm,
not let it get to that
mm-hmm,
point to where, you know what I'm saying? We strip you
mm-hmm.
down to them clothes and you
Right.
in your drawers and socks. You like everybody else. You take a boo-boo and a pee-pee like everybody else. Stop with the madness because God will humble you real fast if you don't. You're blessed to style people, to see clothes and art in ways that people cannot see. Don't
mm-hmm,
lose your gift and don't lose your art
mm-hmm.
over the devil telling you use the chismet. Now I know it's
That,
just you proud. You're like, hey, this ain't what people thought about Africa. I feel you, but it's the
yeah.
delivery of it. It's the delivery of it that makes the difference. So
Mm.
make sure, Swank, that you watch the delivery on how you do stuff. I'm just saying, because it's just gonna get worse. TV is a trip. Let me share a secret with y'all
Mm-hmm.
about me. I have, and I've never said this publicly, I have
Mm-hmm.
turned down reality show opportunities. Okay. And yeah, it's money and it's this and it's that. But when you underline what's the platform and the premise of the show, and it really makes you evaluate the premise of the show, right? Everything has a cost, and is that cost worth more than who you are as a person, how it affects your family? Now, with
Mm-hmm.
this show, I think it's cool. It's people that already got money, they cool. It's a reality show. That's something I would have went on. But when you start to look at what's the production, what's it about, like production companies, you go through a questionnaire. Let me just share this with y'all. Reality shows go through questionnaires to where they say, do you like to fight? Do you like to this? Are you a mediator? Are you this? Let's see. What makes you mad? What this? What is? This cast member is like that. Do you like that? They know that because they know if they sit you in the room with stuff you don't like or you don't agree with,
Gonna react to
that
it. Yeah.
that's static, and they're gonna put y'all in a room with dinner every single time, right? And there's only so long that you're gonna remain cordial and cool. You're gonna get to the
Right.
point to where now it's a fight, now it's viral, now it's making them a coin. So it's like, is that coin and you getting exposure take it more important than who your character is and who you are? So I
Mm-hmm.
turned down some money. Okay, I turned down some money. But to me, the ultimate payoff is my dignity, family, and who I am. I will not
Mm-hmm.
let that change who I am, period. So anybody involved in this show, don't let this television show, the exposure, more people being aware of the goodness of that's in Johannesburg and all these beautiful places. Don't let that sway the essence of who y'all truly are. And that even goes to the next person we could talk about, who is what's the one, the chill one, the radio show host that we was just like, oh, he's chill. I like his energy. I like his whatever. Let's talk about that. now look,
That's that's a gentleman.
now listen. Let's talk about commodity. Let's talk about this double standard of bro code, girl code. Let's talk about that, queen. That's next.
But this is a show that was they produced it in South Africa. All these people, like I said, come from different countries. They are not
Right,
friends. They are not friends.
right,
The only
right.
people who are friends is probably people who are from South Africa, because we have him, Naked DJ, and Mbao and Nadia. They are from
Mm-hmm.
South Africa. They might
Mm-hmm.
be crossing the street. They might know each other from the street. People from Nigeria, Annie and Swanky, they know each
Mm-hmm.
other.
Mm-hmm.
She lived in South Africa, so she has her
Mm-hmm.
family in South Africa, so
Mm-hmm.
she might know them. But Diamond and him, I don't see them being brothers, like you're crossing the bro code. No, I don't see that.
I
I
don't see
don't.
that either. I don't see
No,
that either. And then, yeah, even outside of this show, it's double standards when it comes to what's mine, what's yours, what I used to talk to, what I didn't used to talk to. That stuff is just for the birds, y'all. That stuff
mm,
is for the birds because they're acting like. Let's talk about the whole how this situation added on and had a domino effect to the rapper,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
Here they are flirting, and boss lady was honest with him.
Yeah,
You getting to know me, you're a
yeah. I'm
charmer,
seeing
but
somebody else. Mm-hmm,
uh, she was honest, she was real with him, right?
mm-hmm.
But we had Mayu, right? Did I pronounce that right? That told her rapper friend, oh girl, they was kicking it, they was this. Now you got
Mm-hmm.
another person on Team Annie, that team I don't like boss lady. So it's
Right,
just this domino effect of now she not liking her and really hadn't had a chance to really talk to her
right.
and meet her. So it's
Yeah.
just piling on Team
Mm-hmm.
Annie and this group of people against Boss Lady. Boss Lady was just pushed into this situation. Let's just be real. That
Right,
was started
right.
by Annie because she had her crew. She had her crew already, and they teamed her and
Mm-hmm.
thinking, oh, it's just this person, Boss Lady, that everywhere she goes, it's just a hot mess. And
Right.
Boss Lady, let me give you kudos to this because at that bachelorette party, where they would sitting there talking, and you had a girl that just came from out of town, and they all kind of were real ganging up
Right.
on her a little bit. I give you a hand clap, boss lady, because she was sitting there like, no, that's not what happened, no, and she being real cool. Any other person would have popped off and said, this is what it is. The fact that she was cool on the train, she was cool at the bachelorette thing, she was cool in all of this. She was cool when she was talking to Swanky. She was real cool when
Mm-hmm.
talking to Annie. She really
Mm-hmm.
vented after Annie left because she was like, I can't
Mm-hmm.
believe that just happened. She was talking to herself at
Mm-hmm.
the table. Like, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
she's been able to really keep her cool. And that
Mm-hmm.
comes from confidence. When you be like, I don't care if it's 8 against 1, which really what it was, her feathers was still not ruffled. at all.
Right.
But let's go back to the radio show host. I ain't forgot about you, homie. We still talking about you, right? You sitting here flirting with boss lady, right? You sitting there flirting
Mhm.
with boss lady, and she telling you, look, this ain't what it is, you know. And let's be real, she told everybody, look, me and Diamond, we had our past or whatever, but I don't see things
You're not
rekindling with him.
right.
She was
Right.
honest, she was real, so she can do
What?
whatever the heck she want to do because she grown. She
Right.
grown. She can do what she
Right.
want to do. So when
Mhm.
he came along with his boss sauce,
Mhm.
because he couldn't have came up to me at that party with that suit on speaking that yaya, because I'm like, let's go get married like tomorrow. Let's just
Right.
go kick it. Like what
Mhm.
we wasting any time for. Let me go ahead and meet the other baby mamas so I can get to know my step kids. So
Yeah.
we can
Yeah.
all just skip into the sunset. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
He was real cool. He, you know, men that are very persistent, the men that are just like, hey, I like you, I like you, I like you. I'm gonna put the effort in and show you that. That's what he's doing. That's what
Yeah.
he's doing. He don't care about Diamond and the mother kid. Let's just be real. He didn't care. He didn't
No.
care. So he didn't
And
care. So when we had that moment where Diamond came home, I would have been like, "What's up, bro? How you doing?" Like, but
yeah. House.
you here, but you here to see your kids. I'm here to see your baby mama.
yeah.
That's who I'm here to see her.
And
It was
why?
awkward,
But why are
but
we having a problem? Because Diamond wanted her. They're in the same circle. They were going to shop for a car and everything else. Why are people having a problem with him and not
yeah.
her?
What
When
was
she
and
said
she had a man. And
when
she
she
had a
was
man. She had a man or
okay,
somebody she was talking to
she was
or
dating.
whatever.
Yeah, she was dating a South African. I mean, no,
Yeah.
American rapper, American, and even
Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah,
came
yeah,
at
yeah.
a point. Yeah, at a point in the show, she left South Africa to come and to see the dude, and then they broke up, and that's why she went back to him.
And that's why she really, really don't like Boss Lady, because when Diamond came around, he was just like,
This is my yes, yes.
and when she saw that at that India Inspired party, that really pissed her
Mm,
off. So really, when she got back out of town and she saw everybody was mad at Boss Lady, she was like, really, she
yes,
because she knew she didn't like it. She knew she didn't like it. So to her, it was just like, yes, I had this opportunity to pounce on her, and it was just
right,
this snowball
right,
effect
right.
of not liking Boss
Mhm.
Lady. Let me tell y'all, for those of you who don't like Boss Lady or feel some way about Boss Lady, I hope after we've dissected everything and you watch that season again, that there's no need to really dislike her.
No,
There's
yeah.
really not. Don't
Mm,
get in this thing of jumping on the bandwagon and saying, "Oh yeah, she get." When you look at
mm,
who started it first, who
mm.
said what first. Look, Boss Lady, even though she really didn't do anything, the little underlying thing she did was talking to the husband. I mean, let's just go
Yeah,
ahead and say
yeah.
she shouldn't have said that, but
Hmm.
out of anger. But she came to Annie
To apologize.
and to apologize and start
Did
over.
she
She
did?
she she got off of her high horse, and what Mbayo was saying, she's off her high horse and she thinks she all that and da da da
Yeah,
da. And she
yes.
told her on the train, Boss Lady said, "That's what you think about me. I've never said that. I've never done that. I've never said that out
Mm,
loud. I never blah 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 blah."
mm.
And just like how they said, Mbayo, you made a speech at your party, so why can't she sit here on the train and say this is my trip? Everybody is mad at Boss Lady because of other reasons in their lives. And it was somebody to bully and it was somebody to piss off because they've been angry. You know, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people, unfortunately, they say, well, if I'm upset and I'm sad, I'm going to take it out on somebody. And that has nothing to do with it. I.e., Will Smith to Chris Rock, that situation. Because that slap wasn't about that joke. That slap was, here it is, The Rock. I mean, here it is. Yeah, you slapped the Chris Rock. You
Mm-hmm.
didn't slap The Rock.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
slap somebody that's probably 160
Mm,
pounds wet. You're 6'2", 6'3". You tower over Chris Rock. You saw a wonderful opportunity to take out your frustrations and your whatever on Chris Rock, because Chris Rock really could care less what you and your wife go. And this ain't even about Chris Rock and Jada Pinkett, but no, to Will Smith and Jada. When you put your business out on Front Street and you profit off of it, do not be mad when somebody has an opinion. That red table need to be burned in the name of Jesus, and you need to throw it away, and you need to get off the internet for a bit. Social media does a good job of forgetting about stuff. Let us forget about it. Let us not hear about y'all for a while, and then
I
y'all come
know.
on back.
Oh my gosh.
So with reality TV, we seeing the same thing with having Boss Lady. Annie wasn't really mad at Boss Lady. She was really mad at her husband. The
Mm,
rapper wasn't really mad at Boss Lady. She was mad that Diamond was still feeling Boss Lady.
Mhm.
Umbayo wasn't really
Yes.
upset with Boss Lady. She was mad at the fact that Boss Lady was getting so much attention. People was
Mhm.
liking her style and her way, and you wanted to get on Team Win.
Mhm.
Period.
Now tell me,
Period.
tell me, what about that? What is that? What is that?
Ah,
That's Boss Lady's son. That's Boss Lady's son. I
look,
mean,
look.
I can see the dad is has the same style, but my goodness. Okay.
Now look. Yeah, the way I see it, it's just like when I see when it's young girls that are dressed pretty, maturely on Instagram that may have little skirts and shirts, and they're like, "Oh, I'm dressing like my mom," and all this other stuff. If it's just for pictures and fun, I'm cool with that. If it's just for y'all taking pictures and it's for the gram, or I'm cool with that. He ain't going to school like that. So people need to stop
Yeah.
tripping. He not going to
Mhm.
class like that
Yeah.
with his little baby tummy out with the chain and all that. This is just for Instagram and just for fun. Like y'all need to chill. Like now, if he was going to school like that, I'd be like, sis. But them kids are a rich lifestyle. That chain he got probably can pay off all the rest of my student loans. I ain't
um,
hating on it. Let them be kids and let them have fun. He probably just acting like his dad. It's just a picture. Chill. That's what I think
okay.
about that one. He ain't going to school like that. He all right.
Okay.
Now he's a
So,
grown man. He can do what he want to do. Diamond. He can do what he want to do.
oh yeah.
So, and he's
Mhm.
real about it. Look, I'm a player. I'm not trying to be. And for any female that did deal with him and something happened, that's on you, sis. He was real. He wasn't trying to make you seem like you was the one and only. He puts it out. I'm a player. It is what it is.
And he said that,
And
yeah.
he's
And
honest. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
he was honest. He was not honest to the boss lady. He said, listen, I cannot give you the love that you want. All right. But then the boss
Right.
lady, because she's a Muslim, and she said, you know what? I don't mind. If you need another wife, bring. Our religion allows us to have 2, 3 women as long as you're able to take care of them, right? But he was not able to
Mm,
do. So he's
right.
he's been honest. He's been honest. But I want to ask
Right.
you: is there anything that you were expecting from the show that you didn't? Because I've talked to many people. Go ahead first, and then I'm gonna say what people have told me about
You
it.
said, was there anything from the show that I was expecting and it didn't happen?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was there anything
that's
that when you heard about famous, young famous in Africa, was there something you were expecting and you were hoping to see, but then you didn't see, or is there something that surprised you?
okay. So, two notes on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I get where you're going with this. Let's keep
Mm-hmm.
in mind this is a lifestyle reality show, not
Mm-hmm.
blend heritage and lifestyle, hip hop, singing, acting in one show. That's why I need people to understand. I would have loved to see the culture, the Africa where they grew up, their family, their this and that. But I don't think that is that dynamic of a show yet. I think if we visit that, it will probably be season 2, 3 down the line. This first season gave us people what people should have expected, which is lifestyle, fun, rich. It stuck to the title of the dang show, right? It stuck to I'm in this lifestyle. I'm an actress. I'm a rapper. I'm a radio. Blah blah blah. It stuck to that. You cannot expect a perfect example, a book to tell your life story. All you can do in a book and your memoir or your life or whatever is give the high notes, the highlighted areas of your
Right.
life. A book
Right.
can never tell about the heartache, the pain, the happiness, the this. It cannot detail everything in your life. People need to understand that a television show that's only so many amount of minutes with all these people can tell you everything in one season. It's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely impossible unless every episode is 3 hours. So I think people need to chill on expecting so much because it's just like black people in America. One black person is not going to be able to be the speaker of all black people. We all experience black in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
We all
Mm-hmm.
experience being a person of color in different ways. So
Mm-hmm.
this show, and it being a continent,
Mm-hmm.
different countries, different cultures, how they can do this is absolutely impossible. So let's not try to put the pressure so much on production as a show because I would have loved to see more about the countries that they were from.
Mm-hmm.
I would have
Mm-hmm.
loved to see tradition. I would have
Mm-hmm.
loved to see that or whatever, but that is not the platform of the show. So
Mm-hmm.
to answer your question, I did see everything that I was expecting for the
Okay.
show.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, and I agree with that, but I just, was hoping to see a Kenyan. So I'm hoping, in the next season, you bring something. If you Netflix, if you cannot find a Kenyan, just holla, holla. I don't mind going back to South Africa and to shoot for the show.
Oh
Listen.
my gosh. You know what? Speaking of that, this is totally off the subject. And the reason why I'm learning to the side, leaning to the side because I want to see my clock. So if anybody's wondering why I keep
Okay.
leaning this way,
Yeah, yeah, I
I'm
know. Hmm.
I'm leaning as well. So there was this show that I absolutely loved. It was a fictional show, but it was the number one ladies detective agency on HBO that I absolutely loved.
Hmm.
Okay. And it was starring Jill Scott, and she went to a totally different country to film this show. And a lot of people are like, she's not even African, and
Right.
she's doing this whack African accent and da 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 da, da and all this other stuff. And that is a fictional, show. But I loved it because the show put Botswana as the highlight, the culture, the land in the show. That was the point. So with each season, I think they will because Africa's freaking huge. I mean, it's too many. It's too much for you to. But they would have to literally have each season with different areas, different people.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hmm.
heck, it's like what Love and Hip Hop does. Miami, LA,
Hmm.
the different cities. So
I agree.
just if you think about having different people each season to platform in the show, I think they will eventually do that. I think they will. I think they will because not all
They
people
should do
act
it
like
like
that.
Real Housewives. We have young, famous, and African from Kenya, South Africa. With time though, with time. So
With
I think
time,
we're
with
ready for a
time.
second season. I think we're gonna have a second season for sure.
You said, do I think so?
Yeah.
They would be fools not to. But then again, let's be honest. It's about numbers. Unfortunately, in entertainment industry, they got to look at those numbers. If it's a wonderful show and those numbers aren't there, they're not going to renew it.
It, it,
What they
it,
can
I-
do,
it was up. The numbers were up. Everybody,
yeah,
all these members were showing it on their IGs. The numbers were good. So
yeah.
we
So
might.
if the numbers are good, it's up to Netflix if they want to, renew everything. It's up to them with the platform and everything like that. And then one thing that they do, production says, hey, do Instagram, hey, post as much as you can. So if there was
Mm-hmm.
an increase of that, then that is the cast keeping that flame burning. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? To kind of keep people interested in the show. I
Right.
would be excited. I would be excited to see season two. But what I'm worried about is the topics being redundant. So there's only so far we can go with Annie. In other words, everybody's problem or situation or whatever it was that can only last for so long. So in either they are going to bring in new cast members,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or either with the cast members there needs to be something which is this
Right.
is the unfortunate part, Sarah, that season two will probably be super fake with fake plot lines.
Right. Everybody trying
So
to everybody to you watch something, you watched yourself, and you then you went on IG and everybody was liking so and so you're not gonna start acting like so and so. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I
because
hear.
it's only so far we can talk about, Annie's situation. It's only so far we can talk about Swanky. Who you styling this week? Who cares?
Yeah.
It's only so, you know what I mean? So in order to
Hmm.
do that, what happens with reality shows, unfortunately, is they make fake plots.
Hmm.
And that's probably what's going to happen with the next season. Because if you think about the daily average person, you have like some drama, da 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 da, and then it fades,
Right.
or you have da 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 da, and then it fades, or there's a lingering drama. But then let's just say like Housewives, if there's a lingering drama that
Right.
happened 3 years ago, that's gonna get old.
Yeah. You
So
get
a lot of
you
the
get.
stuff they're gonna throw in some fake stuff. That's what's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen with season two, unfortunately. That's what's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen. Because
Yeah.
only thing that will be interesting for season two is the Diamond boss lady and the radio show host situation. Everything else was
Right.
settled and done in the first season. That is the
Mm-hmm.
only thing that would transition into season two.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mm-hmm.
really nothing else there so far as
It's true.
drama and
Yeah.
all this other
Mm-hmm.
stuff. It's really not, unless we go more into the detail about Bayu and her daughter. But other
Right.
than that,
That's
there's
interesting
not
too.
anything else there. If
Mm-hmm.
they don't do a season two, that's fine as well because you want to leave on a high note with the show, and a spinoff is possible
Mm-hmm.
from this. So it all depends on what the production as a whole, what is your goal? Do you want this love and hip hop-esque show, or do you want to turn it into traditional African culture, love, friendship, which was what it should be?
I would love
It
that.
should it should be I'm rich, I'm famous, I'm this or whatever.
Mm.
First of all, who's young on this cast?
No, you tell me who is young.
Well, it's just like Housewives. Who owns a housewife? Nobody. So it's like who's young on this show?
Maybe she's the only one. She's the only one who is young. The one from this girl over here. She's the only one.
Yeah. She's the only
Everybody
one
else. Everybody else, no. Mm-mm.
And it was her plot line. Besides Diamond, so they will, trust me, they will make up fake plots. It's gonna happen. Nobody else is really bringing anything to the table. Annie, I don't want to hear about your husband. Season 2, if your husband saying, look, I know my dingaling was for the streets, but now I want to stay at home, and your man has remarried you, you have renewed your vows.
He did.
Do not bring this up in season 2, because if you bring it up in season 2, you need a divorce, because that means you are hurt to the core and you cannot move forward. Period. Do not talk about your husband in season 2. Do not, or release him to the streets. You have
that's
two
a good
choices.
point, though. That's if you listen to that comment, that's a good point. It's asking because it's about this too.
Okay. What about that little toxic relationship with Naked and how you pronounce that for me? Kalia?
Huh?
Kaylee? How you pronounce his girlfriend's name? She's a little bit messy. She might be able to stir the pot. How is she messy? Tell me, Trey. What did she do that was messy? Check me,
Trey.
Was messy.
I don't think she was messy.
No.
She was just like she was telling that boyfriend, you're not very romantic, you know?
Yeah, what did she do that was messy? And she was the one, remember, that felt uncomfortable about sharing her business. She was like, I'm not comfortable with going to dinner and everybody want to ask me.
That's how you pronounce it. Okay.
Katie, thank you, Trey. You know I'm country. I don't know. I'm country.
Wait, what's messiness about her? I don't know what's messy about her.
Yeah, check us, Trey. Bring receipts, because I'm confused. She never did anything that was messy. To be real, she was the one that was just uncomfortable when they had shopping things and dinner. She was like, I really don't feel comfortable talking.
Please tell us what it is messy about her, because I didn't catch it.
The only thing about her that was annoying is that she was always at DJ house. That was the only thing, and he wanted her to leave. Other than that, she hasn't stepped on anybody else's toes. I hope they don't use the white girl to start up the mess. That would be messed up a production.
I was gonna do that, but
So they said that she had no issues speaking on other people's business. That's because they asked her every 5 minutes.
I love Messi. She had no issues. Wait, she had no issues speaking on other business
because other people would ask her about it. But she didn't bring it up. She would go to the shopping sprees and dinner and stuff. Like, I really don't want to talk about that. I feel uncomfortable talking about that. Of course, you're gonna talk to your man about it. That's who who she laying down with, talking.
And I don't think the age difference, because the dude is 40 and she's 20-something years old. All right, so that's I don't know about the stamina. I don't know if she's too demanding. White girls over here, they'll be like, "Oh my gosh!"
I tell you what. If it's a man that's not bringing you what you need, honey, you better move to the side before it's the desert.
Well, but he kept saying, I want you to dress up with some nets. Wear some nets when I come.
Yeah, because he said he loved fish nets. DJ, why don't you put them on and look at your own legs? How about that? Look at your own legs. Ooh, fish nets. Ooh, why don't you wear them to bed?
I agree.
She don't want to wear them. She don't want to wear them. That's her way of telling you, baby, that's tacky. I don't want to wear that. And then trust me, if she was all in with DJ like that, she would have put on them fishnets. She would have said, you know what, I don't care. I'm putting on because she did mention the swanky. Remember, we were ready and everything was hot and everything. And we went to bed and I promise you, Swanky. 5 minutes, 50 seconds later, he was asleep. Child, let me tell you something what they say when they say in the South.
I was so good, and by the time I got there, he was snoring. The man was snoring.
Girl, you better pass that to the side if it ain't working for you. If that ain't working for you, you only listen to me, ladies. You only have so many years of moist years, okay? When you get into the 40 plus, the stamina goes
This,
up like through the roof.
this,
Don't waste
you'll
them
be like,
years
oh,
on deserts. Don't do it. Don't waste them years on sleepy dingaling. Do not do it. Do not do it. Okay? It is designed for penetration. Okay? Have fun with that. And look, when the crow's feet come and the lions come, the men are looking for younger women. Okay? Quiet as it's kept, and the younger women are looking for older men. So do me a favor, Kaylee. Don't waste your sauce on deserts. Because the sauce always there for certain. And look, listen to me. I'm not even up there in age yet, but I listen to my mama. I ain't one of them women that don't listen to my mama. I listen. Because you got 70, 80-year-old men that got 11-year-old kids. Okay? So if they don't want to pump the brakes,
don't waste yourself.
Why should we? Dude, hey, tell them, Demeter, don't waste your sauce. Don't waste your sauce, ladies. The sauce is a blessing. The sauce is a blessing. Because you got to remember, the older you get, you are now competing with TikTok women who at any given getting dropped addresses from left to right. Girl, you better not waste that sauce. Don't waste your sauce on DJ. No, you better not do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
That's what she doesn't want to do it. She keeps wants, like, hey.
Don't waste your sauce, girl. I wish I was her friend. I'd be like, so you was this, and he couldn't. First of all, he a DJ. So DJs, let's just be real. DJs, they work late hours. Okay. They somebody said, I threw up in my mouth when my mother said this to me. It's facts. She's trying to save your life, Demeter. She's trying to save your life. Okay. We gotta listen, Queen. We have got to have a show. Okay. I already said we gotta have a show about African Americans and Africans. Better communication. I already said that. We gotta schedule that. And we gotta have of one. It might have to be, I might have to have it on my platform so we can talk about this, because I have some professional people that should be able to chime in. But what we also need to talk about is femininity and being comfortable with sexuality. You have got to be comfortable with that. You have got to be comfortable with wanting sex just as often as a man. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you. At all. So we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about double standards. We gotta talk about femininity and sexuality. Yes.
Also not wanting it. It's okay.
But those of you that don't want it all the time, we gotta talk.
Yeah. We are not talking about ourselves.
Listen. It's water. You know how you need water to survive? You need penetration, my sister. Listen to me. I'm gonna put the hoodie on. Listen to me. You know the number one thing when people go through a divorce or through changes, you know what they ask you? When was the last time? When was the last time you had intimates with your husband? You have intimates with your wife. You are sleepy is no excuse. Hey, you have 5 minutes. You have. Lies, deception. I'm too tired. Oh, I have children. I'm tired. I cannot. The vagina is never closed. It is a hole. It is always open. Hey, your mouth can close. I can do this. I can even put tape over it. Your hips have hinges like door, like open, close. You know how women get older, they get osteoporosis. It's because you've been like this. You ain't been moving. Move them hips. Move to get that hip moving. You didn't have it closed. Roll that hip. That's why all these old women out here doing yoga and stuff, because they oil can. Let them exercise a little bit. Let them move them knees up 2, 3, 4. You ever see them old women on them exercise channel? They be in their chair and they be trying to move their legs. They done kept them stiff so long. That's why you see Eartha Kitt and all the women living be 90. All these women, Betty White. Oh, and listen here. Do not get rusty, okay? Cobwebs are for museums and basements. Stay juicy, my friends. Listen, because look, it's 7 billion people in the world. Let me talk to y'all. 7 billion people in the world. If a man do me wrong, right? I'm in a marriage and he do me wrong. Don't think that you can. That's what a lot of women need to realize. That you are a beautiful entity. You are unique. And you better let these men know that you can be replaced because you have options. You can't have options with skinny knees and hips. I need you to get up every day. Listen to me. I need y'all to get up every day, drink your water. I drink a gallon of water, almost a gallon and a half of water a day on a bad day. I drink a lot of water, okay? A lot of people that are my age look old because they drinking and they smoking and they sleep until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, wondering why they got a headache and they back hurt because they sitting down all day, they on the computer all day. Go outside, go to the park, and get a stick and walk and think and breathe air. Because while you're doing that, you creating juices. Juices is just, your breast stay plump and juicy. Do not be sitting there waiting on one man to do it. Keep those hinges oiled. Keep those hinges oiled because that man gonna be thinking, as soon as I leave her, she gonna have somebody else. You know, because some men think, oh, she ugly, she done gained weight, she this, she that, she ain't going nowhere. If you look the part, come on. If you look the part, then, okay. Oh, he leave. Oh, because you know you gotta lose 50 pounds. You ain't went outside. You look a hot mess. Your hair is matted. If you were off the chain, you keeping your juices flowing, keeping them hinges oil, you stretching every day, you doing your yoga every day. You know if that man leave, it's a lie. It's a lie. Wait,
the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar.
Keep the line, ladies. Keep the line down the street. Okay, don't be one of the ones that be losing it, about to slip their wrist because the man left them and all that. So now you're at home looking a hot mess.
Hallelujah.
The Kia. Because look at boss lady.
Drink my water. Drink my water.
Boss lady. She got 5 kids and it's still men just all of you know how dogs, puppies, how they be jumping on your legs, ain't been trained. You got these men that just boss lady. Boss lady, no. She done kept the body right, body tight. She ain't using the excuse she got 5 kids to look a hot mess. Learn something, ladies. If you hear anything else from Bunny, self-love and taking care of yourself, putting God first. When other people do you wrong,
not one Lysol, and drink your water.
And you can even slide and do some sparkling water if you ain't got none at the house.
I'm telling you.
Look, keep it right, keep it tight. Because you know, without a doubt, right, if we want to get biblical, right, if you married to somebody cheating on you, that's a path. God like, oh, you can divorce. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead. But let's just check this out, ladies. Ladies and men, keep yourself right and tight. Beautiful, love yourself, right? If you're not happy with where you want to be content with who you are and know that you can get there, right? We all got our own goals and all this other stuff. Don't settle for BS. Annie, if you're talking about this 10 years from now, I don't care. You chose that life. I'm sorry, I love you, but you have to accept. I think she has a deep hurt for staying, for the potential of what things could have been. Because for the rest of your life, Annie, you stay married to this man, you got to look at other kids that ain't yours because they're gonna have to come in your house to see your
Right.
dad. You're gonna have to be that good stepmom because those kids didn't ask to be here. So your job is being that good stepmom, and that hurts you because these children come from other women. But if you choose in that life, Annie, keep that hair right, that skin right, that right, that whatever. So when if you're ready to dip out, it's a line.
That's what I'm
It's a
telling you.
line. It's a
Mhm,
line down the. It's
mhm,
a line because you know what the man gonna be thinking. Man, I better not mess up because there's a whole
mhm.
bunch of people that want her. Because look at boss lady.
Uh-huh.
She not letting how Diamond behave or act to
Nope.
have her mess up what she got in her life. And the women are
Mhm.
mad that she's so juicy. The
Yeah,
women
she.
are so mad that she is juicy, that she got hair popping. Then other women, they felt that energy. They
Yeah.
felt it. And they were
Mhm.
intimidated by it. The rapper, she don't even know that lady like that, but she mad at the fact that Diamond is still and
And she's way younger than Boss
she
Lady.
way younger.
She's way younger. But remember, Mbao was asking Boss Lady, what is it that you do with your men, your exes? They will
Mm.
never forget about you. They will never forget about you. She knows what she's doing.
She asked her that. She didn't even know. She didn't ask her where she from, girl. How you doing? How your mama doing? Where you from, girl? She went right to that. She went right to asking her about the sauce.
This is
That's why a
true.
lot of women in Texas, like real talk, a lot of women. That's why you always hear Texas women or this or that because that's the way we think. We think
Hmm.
that you are getting a trophy, my friend, and if you don't see that, you have a problem. You can every woman can take you hear all around the world. I don't care what country you're from, what continent you hear about Texas women.
Right.
Just like Uganda, you know what I'm saying, about that
Yeah.
sauce. Because
Mm-hmm.
we have this Southern Belle,
Mm-hmm.
right? Pageant queen
Mm-hmm.
way of
Mm-hmm.
carrying yourself. Because God should
Right.
come first. So regardless about what any man does, you know you the bond out. You the bomb.com. You the bomb.com. You know, you hear the rap songs. I gotta go to Texas to get me a woman. I gotta go to H Town. I gotta go to Dallas. I got because
Mm-hmm.
it's what we live by.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
what we live by.
And I
So
agree.
I need every woman out there that's hating on boss lady, go look in the mirror and lift your shirt up. If there's a kangaroo pouch, you have no room to talk. Fix yourself first. If you can wear the same dress she wore, then you can talk.
You know that's right.
If anybody got something to say about Annie, if you got money like her, if you got beauty and brains like her, then you can talk. Anybody that got something to say about Mbayu and you want to say, oh, she letting her daughter stay with her. When you got as much money as she has and you can put your kids in an apartment, then you can say something.
Mm. Mm.
Anybody got something to say about Swanky? If you can look as
Mm.
boss as he been looking and you got as much swag as he does, then you
Mm.
can
Mm.
talk.
Mm.
Then you can speak. If
Mm.
anybody got anybody to say about anybody on this cast, if you're on
Uh-huh.
their level, you might can have an opinion. But until you're on that level, just be a viewer and watch. Because I have nothing. The only thing with me that I view about a show is what I see on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Personal opinion. When I
Right.
review shows, reality shows, I don't go into their lives. I don't whatever like that because
Yeah, I
that is no
don't.
longer part of the show. That's just
Mm-hmm.
some outside. I want to view
Mm-hmm.
what I see on the show. That's it. I want to see what I see on the show. This is how
Mm-hmm.
I feel, judging on
Mm-hmm.
your actions. So everything that
Mm-hmm.
I've said about each and every person is what's been on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I judge that. I cannot judge. I might feel some type of way, but I can't judge you on what you buy, what you wear, where you live, or whatever.
Right.
Because
Right.
I'm not on your level. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
when I say what I say, they Umbaya's still gonna wake up to a violin and a piano while I wake up to.
Right. I know. She doesn't. Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, hey, we can say what we want to say about them, but at the end of the day, it's all love. Because if you think about to the motherland and people of color, period, our underlying thing is family and God, period.
Mhm.
If I say something about you, Sarah, it's because I'm like, girl, when you came to the because that's that sisterly love. You want somebody to check you on you how you've been acting, right? You want
Mhm.
somebody. I would want somebody checking me on something if something happened or something like that. It's just love.
Mhm.
And the underlying thing about this show, I'm glad it aired. I'm glad it was able to people who've been living under a rock,
Right.
what they thought about Africa or things that they thought about certain cities or countries or whatever. I'm glad that y'all were able to see these beautiful, melanated, beautiful, rich, established people. This is not
Mhm.
like the Love and Hip Hop series. These are not people who fell off and trying to rebuild it with reality.
Right.
They are already established and rich and where they are. They already have what they have, and I
Mhm.
love that. This is not trying to people trying to come up come up. These are people
No,
who are already
they're already
there. They're
there.
already there. So I
Mhm.
see that they're not. They don't need the attention. They don't need the blank blank blank. They don't need the blah 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 blah. But they did
Mhm.
it. And I think the casting directors did a wonderful job in picking the right people, picking the right people that can have some drama, who stay in certain
Right.
stuff, the people who kind of like, I don't know what's going on, which is Kaylee. You know what I mean?
Right.
She seemed like she's just trying to, learn her way. Because let's just be real, she was the minority in this cast.
She was. She
She
was.
might be from Africa, she might whatever, but she is the minority because you
She.
can tell
She is.
she
Mhm.
couldn't really bond and really click
No.
with the other
Mhm.
women. She
Mhm.
just couldn't. So she's a dynamic that was thrown in there that I like because
Mhm.
we are seeing the minority of what's the opposite
Right.
from Western
Right.
culture, Western society.
Mhm.
So when she couldn't speak her piece about a lot of stuff, I'm like, girl, you can't relate. Shush. You
I.
can't relate.
Right.
You with a
Right.
man who don't show you no emotion, but at the same time you with him.
I know. Mhm.
And you
Mhm.
always at his house. So it's just like I do agree with Swanky though. Like, girl, you need to like go to the house, let him miss you for a minute. I honestly feel this is gonna sound real mean that their time of sleeping around and having fun is just what it
It's
is.
yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
I really think that it's not I hate to say that, but it's like that's what we feel. For a man not to really
Mm.
and he was honest. He said, his friend said something. Let's be real. A lot of people aren't emotionally certain ways.
Right.
Some people aren't affectionate, which he said.
Mhm.
Even his friends like, you're not really that affectionate or emotional. Some people
Right.
are like that. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And she's learning his true character. And like she said, when I met him, he would do this and this. That's because he was trying to get in the draws, sis. And now that he done already got
And
it,
now
he's
you're right
not
here
interested no more.
every
He's already
day.
gave it up.
You're here every day in my house. I'm done. I'm done trying. Why do I have to try?
Yeah, he's not, you know what I'm saying? And she better be happy that he's allowed her. I think because he doesn't want to be mean. The
Mhm.
fact that he's allowed her to come over and over again, but now he's even telling Swanky like, she's over here all the time, and
Right.
you know what I mean. And then Swanky being so caring, he's like, he told her, well, maybe you should only come over every
Give
now
him
and
some
then.
space. Give him some space.
Give him some space. But I think he's done with her.
Mhm.
The fact that he went to counseling and all that, and he was just
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
he
feel
does.
that I feel that he doesn't want to say that we had our experience and it's over kind of thing. I
Mhm.
think he's used to being a DJ and, women dropping at his
Mhm.
feet. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because he
Mhm.
even said about Diamond, some men just need to bust up,
Right
and I
there.
was sitting there like, that's their lifestyle. And he
Mhm.
said it, the fact that he said it so naturally and nonchalant lets me know that that's
Right.
just his lifestyle. That's just
Mhm.
what they're used to. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Diamond, and the fact he was just like, well, I might have another one on the way. I don't know.
He's a player.
I'm like, man, you a player, but public service announcement.
Mhm.
Don't get it twisted. That you may have a lifestyle. I'm over here sounding like an old. Let me get my glasses. Let me get my glasses.
Ah, my gosh. Well, this
And it's
was
a
fun. This was fun.
yes, it was. It was
I
fun.
know you're very busy. I'm gonna try and catch you again just so we can do, the upcoming topic, and then you can let me know when you're gonna do it on your platform. But this one about, the differences between where, like me, an immigrant coming here, and somebody like you, then you
Yeah.
have a lot to talk about, and because people are asking about this,
Yeah.
and these are
Yeah.
things that I have experienced being here,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be
Mm-hmm.
interesting. I'm gonna hit you up, depending on your schedule. You're a busy lady, especially this
It's a lot
coming
of
month.
shows, y'all. We got Inventing Anna this week, so y'all stay tuned. The Netflix original series Inventing Anna. So get ready for that, y'all. That right
Hmm.
there is about
Hmm.
was a fake heiress. That
Hmm.
was basically just swindling a lot of people on the East Coast, racking
Right.
up money. So we're gonna talk about the legal cases and that and how she was able to get away with. So y'all make sure that y'all check that out too. Y'all check that out. Yeah.
Hmm.
Y'all make sure
Hey,
that
hey,
look. Y'all been watching the Queen. I need y'all to subscribe because I know y'all be looking at this and y'all need to subscribe to my girl. You know
go
what I'm saying?
ahead.
It's one thing to watch and show support, but if you're not subscribed, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a slap in the face. So subscribe to my girl. I'm one of those people who do the honest subscriptions and I let the numbers go up as they come. But so if
Yeah.
you support her, subscribe to the show, like the video, because what that does is that gives her more algorithm with her shows. So y'all make sure that y'all do that. And with me and anybody else you watch, any other platform that you watch, you're not subscribed to them, you watch them all the time. Make sure that
Hmm.
you subscribe. Okay. So
Yeah. Go ahead,
make sure you do
subscribe.
that.
Yes. Oh, this was fun. This was fun. You made me laugh. This was fun. You're always crazy. I like it. I love
I'm gonna
it.
keep it real. I'm always keep it real. Y'all have a wonderful week.
Hmm.
Mom, you have a wonderful week. Everybody stay
Yes.
positive, everybody stay real, and just
Mhm.
love yourself. Love yourself because if you love yourself, everybody benefits from that. Period.
I agree. And on that note, we're gonna end. Thank you for everybody for being here. We love you. Go ahead, subscribe, support us. Uh, go to official Bunny underscore E and my YouTube. Subscribe. It's a winning
Mm.
season. All right. All right. I will see you in our next live. We'll figure it out
Hey,
when it's good for you. All right.
stay
Bye
juicy,
bye.
my friends. Bye.